A reading from Galatians. My friends, if anyone is detected in a transgression, you who have received the Spirit should restore such a one in a spirit of gentleness. Take care that you yourselves are not tempted. Bear one another's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. For if those who are nothing think they are something, they deceive themselves. All must test their own work, then that work, rather than their neighbor's work, will become a cause for pride. For all must carry their own loads. Those who are taught in the word must share in all things with their teacher. Do not be deceived, God is not mocked, for you reap whatever you sow. If you sow to your own flesh, you will reap corruption from the flesh. But if you sow to the Spirit, you will reap eternal life from the Spirit. So let us not grow weary in doing what is right, for we will reap at harvest time if we do not give up. So then, whenever we have an opportunity, let us work for the good of all, and especially for those of the family of faith. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Good morning. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jakob Wiegand. I'm a civil engineering major from Saratoga Springs, New York. And on campus, I'm involved in all kinds of crazy things. I am, I guess, a multi-purpose musician, and just kind of involved all over the place. But before I actually get into a reflection for this morning, I'd like to give a disclaimer. I had originally written something for this, and then over the past few days, as I've been doing all kinds of reflections for grad school and all other sorts of things, I found it rather inconsequential. So I will be speaking a little bit off the cuff this morning. This reading from Galatians, I just sort of read for the first time closely in a Christ College class this semester. And as we've been reflecting on vocation, it really started to hit home a little bit, just as we're kind of drawn together in a community. It seems to me that having a background where your life is centered on faith, there's really only one vocation in the sense where vocation from Latin is a calling. And that is to fulfill the law of Christ, which, if you're not familiar, from Mark is love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself. And to me, there's no way to dissociate the two parts of that. And so this reading from Galatians, Paul really drives home that there is no way to do it outside of loving your neighbor as yourself, and to provide for those around you. So to me, that's something that's really been beneficial coming to Valpo. I've had a ton of opportunity for communities to support me, and so that's really informed how I go about my life since then. Especially, I'd like to take a moment to address the elephant in the room, which is a pandemic that we've worked through. I think about, especially in March last year, when the praise band community was shut down with the rest of Valpo the night before Celebrate was supposed to happen. And yet we had no delay, no breakage in service. Immediately I had a community of people around me who were willing to support me. Even in that crazy time, they were able to put out recordings and things like that just right off the bat. And that's just been wildly, consequential to my worldview. And so my time at Valpo, I just feel, has been really characterized by a sense of community. When people have asked me what it is I love most about Valpo, it is the community of people that is here. And so that is part of what will make Valpo home for me post-graduation. But in looking at a vocation, previously I had also thought about, what is it that makes a vocation? We think of vocation as a profession and things like that, and previously I'd always just kind of associated what is it that you're good at, that's your vocation. And I think without that purpose of serving one another, there is no vocation. And so I am wildly appreciative of the community that I have at home and here at Valpo, and I'd like to thank you all for a wonderful 4 years, so thank you.